Hey Fit Fam, Coach Chris here. Wanted to give you some tips on the split jerk. We realize that you have a variety of equipment, so I'm going to demo with a dumbbell as well as a barbell and then give you some tips. Good. All right, so when we are practicing for the split jerk, a couple of things to keep in mind. First would be figuring out which leg needs to go forward. Good way to test this, if somebody is with you, can have them push you forward and see which leg goes first, or close your eyes, fall forward. Whichever leg catches you is likely to be the leg that you go forward with. It is not necessarily your dominant foot. So play around with that, see what you're most comfortable with, okay? Other things to keep in mind in our setup. We want our elbows to be facing forward, right? We don't want them all the way up. We don't want them down. We want them forward so that that bar or that dumbbell can be sitting up in that front rack position. All right? We want to keep our midline super tight. And while we're keeping that midline super tight, our feet are shoulder width apart, we are able to maintain that nice vertical dip, right? We want that dip to go straight up and down. That's what vertical dip means. After we do that vertical dip, we are going to drive our body under the bar or under the dumbbell. What we like to say at the gym is dip, drive, drop, okay? When we do that, we are going to spread the weight under ourselves in a 3/4 lunge. All right, my front foot is vertical, my back leg is slightly bent, and the foot is slightly turned in. When I recover, I'm gonna step back with my front foot and then step forward with my back foot, then safely bringing down the weight. If I'm working with a dumbbell, the opposite foot is gonna go forward every time. So if that dumbbell is in my right arm, I'm going to split with my left leg forward. If I'm in my left hand, I'm gonna split with my right leg forward and recover, all right? Depends on what kind of equipment you have, of course, and I know this is crazy at this point that we're saying this, but if you still don't have equipment, you can still practice this movement with any type of equipment. This is a book bag, dip, drive, drop. All right, so again, making sure that that object is in the front rack position, nice vertical dip, and then we're dropping under into that quarter lunge. That front leg is gonna have a nice vertical shin. That back leg is gonna be bent and slightly turned in. When we recover, we're gonna recover with that front foot taking a step back, and then that back foot taking a step forward to meet it in the center. If you have any questions, feel free to DM CrossFit Monco, or my personal Instagram is @ChrisFit, KrisFit021. Thanks.